Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching this video. It's been a couple of weeks since I put out an energy reading. I've been just taking some time to myself and dealing with a few things. So now I am back and I'm ready to go. This is going to be the energy reading for the Divine Masculine. Do let me know in the comments how you've been doing, but I want to go ahead and jump into this reading because it's been so long since I've done one. So let's see what we have going on. So I'm going to just be keeping it simple, straight to the point, using my Crystal Visions Tarot deck, and I'll clarify with my Rider-Waite and maybe another deck if I feel the need to that I have on the side. So let's go ahead and look at the Divine Masculine current energy reading. Current energy, Divine Masculine. Okay, let's see what's going on. I started getting hiccups when I started shuffling, so I don't know if there's something that the Divine Masculine is maybe dealing with from the past coming back up for release. Divine Masculine current energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, and I just said, you know, something could be coming back up from the past. So with the Seven of Swords is the bottom of the deck, Divine Masculine, what you may be dealing with is some type of betrayal from the past that's coming up. Some type of, betrayal, someone's true colors coming out. And I feel like this is, again, reflecting on the past or just something from the past coming back around, and then clarity regarding whatever situation occurring, so that now you see the truth in the situation, or you're coming to terms with something from the past. So let's see what this is about. So, and wow, look at that first card. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. And sorry about the glare. I've been trying to work with the angles a little bit. I'm not sure if that helps at all. I am working on trying to get a better quality camera, so do bear with me. But the first card we have is the Ten of Swords, and then we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay. So let's see. So with this Ten of Swords, definitely this is endings of some sort. Like I said, I feel like something from the past, either a situation from the past, is either coming back to kind of, I keep getting like, bite you in the butt. Like something from the past is coming back up. So you're going to have to deal with it and end something once and for all. Or a situation from the past that maybe you didn't know that something shady happened or some betrayal happened is coming back around, and it's becoming clear to you what happened in the past, but present day. And so that is what's coming up, and that's what it is that you're dealing with right now. With this Ten of Swords, though, it's like you're really going to be letting something end. Like she's in the snow. She's holding on to a rose, but she's like letting herself kind of die a little bit. You're letting a situation end, Divine Masculine. Letting a situation end, feeling like, okay, I've learned everything I need to learn. Let me move on now. And the next card, and I'm just pulling cards from the top of the deck, is, the Six of Swords. Again, letting a situation end and then saying, let me move on to something else. So let's see what's going on. What is this Ten of Swords situation about for the Divine Masculine current energy? Sorry, I'm just going to mute my computer. There you go. What is this Ten of Swords about for the Divine Masculine's current energy? Okay, King of Pentacles in reverse, and that popped right out onto my lap. Okay, so again, I feel like there's some situation that some Divine Masculine are dealing with from the past where they thought it was really good, they thought it was really stable, but they're learning the truth of the situation. So whether someone secretly did something behind your back, that's coming to light, or you thought things were, yeah, like you thought things were really good and stable, or you had happy memories from the past, but now you're realizing that something was created on unstable ground, that something was not all that you thought it was. Some of you may be realizing that something regarding your work or finances, like you thought things were good, but now you're realizing that kind of the hopes or the future that you initially saw happening for what that situation was is not going to be happening anymore. And it could be because the words that someone told you, like someone misrepresented something. And bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So again, like someone could have said, oh, you'll be good, like I will help you get this job, or you're going to get this job and it'll be this way, but now you're realizing that it's not, that there is some type of someone just like wanting you to do something and you just kind of taking someone's word for it, but now seeing that that wasn't the case. And I feel like that's mainly for those of you who are now realizing, having a situation from the past come up and you're realizing that things weren't as clear cut as you thought they were. I feel like others of you are realizing that there was some type of self-sabotage. Realizing that something you need to deal with is how like you haven't dedicated yourself to something in the past. Maybe you didn't dedicate yourself to being like faithful in a relationship, or you didn't dedicate yourself to putting in as much effort as you could into creating your own stability. But again, you coming to terms with that, you facing that head on. Why is this King of Pentacles reverse? Three of Wands upright. So yeah, I feel like for some of you, like I mentioned before, like you kind of took someone's word for something. You were like hopeful that something was going to work out. But now it's becoming clear that things aren't happening the way that they said it was going to happen. Stability isn't coming the way that you thought it would happen, or the situation isn't playing out the way that you thought it would happen, or someone told you would occur. For those of you who have been like maybe not focused in certain areas of your life, again, you're realizing that, you know, you've been always waiting for things to happen, but they didn't happen because you weren't putting enough effort into it. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. So it's like either something didn't turn out the way you wanted to and you're seeing that sadness and seeing that now, or you're kind of, those of you who maybe haven't been completely focused in every aspect of your life in terms of like accomplishing your goals and going after what it is you want, you're feeling that sadness and almost like a regret over having not applied yourself in some type of way. And although these are kind of tough things that are coming up, I mean, the card that we got clarifying that from the Crystal Visions Tarot deck is the Six of Wands. Sorry, the Six of Swords. So even though, you know, all of these things are coming up and it's making you feel a little bit like crappy, or a lot of it crappy about what's coming up, this is also a turning point with the Six of Swords. You're also able to say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go in a new direction. What is the Six of Swords about? Seven of Wands reverse. So I feel like some of you are seeing that you've got to stop, I feel like, fighting against yourself, kind of being your own worst enemy in a situation. Don't feel bad about whatever's already happened. It's time to just move on from it. Don't feel bad and then get kind of trapped in your mind, or trapped feeling not confident and doubting yourself going forward. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands in reverse. We need to move on. Don't get trapped in that cycle. Instead, don't get trapped out in the snow feeling like, man, things didn't turn out the way I wanted to. I found out the truth of a situation, which was really crappy. Let's move on from that instead. Let's not get trapped in that cycle of overthinking and almost like overfeeling, of staying in those kind of low vibrational emotions. And yeah, clarifying that kind of Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands reverse is the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So it's like, if someone betrayed you, don't hold on to that. If you feel like you were betrayed in a situation, or you betrayed yourself in terms of not putting your all into something, don't hold on to those emotions. We're wanting to release that. Because after it's released, we can move on. But if we're still carrying all of these swords, then where are you going? You can't go anywhere. It takes a lot of time and energy to do that. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. So it's like, if we want to get back to a place where we're feeling happy, where we're feeling kind of full of hope and like childlike, like the world is kind of at your feet and you're just at the start of a journey, then you have to be willing to release everything that's happened previously. So what is the Seven of Swords situation about? What is the Seven of Swords about? Five of Swords. So again, there's some type of betrayal, whether it's you feeling like you've betrayed your own interests by putting others' interests before you, or someone's betrayed your interests by kind of betraying your trust, telling you lies, stabbing you in the back, something like that. But again, you're being asked to not hold on to it. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you may have thought you were getting balance, you were getting something positive out of this situation, but some of you are definitely realizing, and it looks like related to career or related to some type of financial situation, saying that, oh, this almost like Ponzi scheme, although I don't think that's the situation for most people, almost like, hey, if you do this, you can make money, you can do this, that, and the other, but then it's like it's coming back around, and it's like that's not how it works, and you're seeing the truth in that now. I'm going to get one more deck to see if there's anything else on this Five of Swords. But definite dealing with betrayal, that's comes through quite clearly. What is this? Okay, and I just got the die, financial loss. So you may have taken a chance on something, and then you're seeing that it's not working out. It could be, like I said before, something related to finances and career not working out, or seeing the truth in that situation. How things turned out differently than you thought they would, or someone kind of betrayed you in some situation related to your work or career. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Tower. This has to do with school, institutions, jobs, contracts, commitments. So again, it's like you may have committed yourself to someone and then they betrayed you, or you feel like you didn't put enough commitment into something and that ended up betraying you. But I feel like this is mostly someone else. You're realizing the truth of someone else's actions regarding your connection to them. So that was for the Ten of Swords, Six of Swords. So the next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. So with this, the Nine of Wands is like, you don't know what to do. You may be overthinking, again, this Ten of Swords situation, feeling like, man, I can't believe this happened, feeling angry about something, and almost like obsessing over it, or just like really focusing your energy and time on something that's already happened, something that's already occurred. It's like when you have like the 5 stages of grief, and part of them's anger, and this is almost like you sitting in your anger or sitting in your disbelief prior to actually doing something to get yourself out of it. Because you may have already realized that, you know, I need to end this situation, I don't need to be involved in something anymore, but you're still angry, you're still a little bit upset about it at the same time. So let's get the card for this one. And we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, Divine Masculine, you maybe feel very upset or very just like reliving something, having learned the truth about a situation. It's like it makes your blood boil, even though it's something that may have happened a long time ago in the past, or from a different part of your life, or regarding someone who you know you're no longer involved with or you no longer care about. But it's almost like the principle of the factor. It still makes you upset, it still makes your blood boil a little bit. And with the Seven of Wands coming out as well, it's like you think about something, it makes you upset a little bit, and then you're like, they really deserve to have this happen to them, or I should really do this, that, and the other to stand up for myself, to kind of make amends for something. It's almost like, I feel like revenge is too strong of a word, but I feel like just wanting your own justice. So let's see what this is about. What is this Nine of Wands about? So we got a lot of cards. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups reversed, which again, I feel like even though you may not be dealing with the direct situation or person anymore, it still makes your blood boil. And we have the Death card. So I feel like you're trying to get over the last bits of anger or resentment you have regarding a situation. For others of you, this Nine of Wands is about you feeling like almost like trapped in your own choices from the past, and you're wanting to kind of rid yourself of your own guilt, rid yourself of your own kind of emotional turmoil. But it's easy again for you to get trapped in that cycle of reliving the past or feeling like things can only change so much. The other two cards that I got is the Nine of Wands reversed and the Hermit card upright. So again, you're sitting in your emotions a lot right now, Divine Masculine. You're sitting in your emotions, whether they're good, bad, or the other, and you're just reliving the past. And for a lot of you, I feel like you're reliving or thinking about how someone did you wrong and it makes you angry, and it's like you want to get over it, you want to just see the higher picture and lesson in it and move on from it. But at the same time, it's like, I really wish I could deal with this situation the way I want to. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. So like I said, you're in your feelings. You're completely in your feelings. whether it has to do with someone, you know, again, betraying you, or even your own guilt from possibly having done something to someone else, or having not done something with someone else. You're trapped in your feelings as well. So what is the Seven of Wands about? It's hard for you to kind of get out of that, get out of your own feelings. So the cards that we have are the High Priestess reversed and the Wands, sorry, the Ace of Wands upright. So like with the High Priestess reversed, I feel like you are, like I said, you're wanting your own justice. So for some of you who've had a situation come forth where someone did you wrong, it makes you upset still, and you're kind of wanting to just not blurt out, but you're kind of just wanting to kind of let everything out on the table, let them know that you know. And start over, go on your own way after you kind of let them have a piece of your mind. I feel like there's some divine masculines who are very, they just have a lot that they want to say to a person in particular, who may have done, who have done you wrong in some type of way. And for those of you who this is more about, you know, feelings over things that you have done to someone else or have not done to someone else, I feel like you are wanting to be strong enough to go to them and kind of let them know how you feel, to let them know why things happened the way that they did, and use that kind of way as a way of starting and reconnecting again with this person. Now the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So again, you're wanting to release the burdens, whether it's burdens over how you've behaved or how you've acted or how someone's behaved or acted towards you. This is Seven of Wands about. Okay, so we have the tulips and we have the Tower again. So again, some of you are wanting to stand your ground and maybe express yourself in a way that you haven't done to someone else. Others of you are wanting to stand your ground and kind of, I'm getting like rage against the machine and kind of say, face the institution or face the persona of someone and just tell them what it is that you feel and think about them. Bottom of the deck is the mountains, but either way you still have some obstacles, because with this energy you're just sitting in your feelings again. You're sitting in your feelings, you're not taking action yet. But if we go to the last card, which is the Eight of Cups, this is the action. This is the, I'm ready to leave this situation behind. I'm ready to leave this situation that, you know, I realize I don't need to engage with anymore, but I've been thinking about a lot. I'm ready to leave it behind. I'm ready to learn my lesson and take with me the lessons and leave behind all the extra stuff. The card underneath that is the Ten of Pentacles. It's like you're leaving for higher ground. You're leaving for more stability. You're ready to learn your lesson and be successful for it now. What is this Eight of Cups about? Divine Masculine's current energy. Queen of Pentacles. You're ready. You're getting to the point where you're ready to let something go and just focus on nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, of not feeling isolated, of not feeling like someone else was in control or that you were out of control. or that the situation couldn't be dealt with. You're ready to deal with it head on. Okay, and we have the Six of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. So, Divine Masculine, you're ready to leave behind a situation from the past. You're ready to leave behind, the situation that you've been thinking about and kind of festering on. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. So this may, again, you're realizing some truth about someone close to you. And then letting that seep in, maybe falling into your feelings, but then getting to that place where you're like, okay, let me move beyond this. Let me say my piece. Let me, write my words in a letter and burn it or something and move forward and move on in a positive way for myself. So with the Ten of Pentacles, yep, the Moon reverse. So you may be actually either having a conversation with this person, whether they betrayed you or you are needing to kind of atone for your own actions or lack of actions with someone, releasing those things so that you can go to higher ground, so that you can have that Ten of Pentacles stability. Yep, and the bottom of the deck is the Star, so it's healing for you. It may also be healing for the other person that you are dealing with. What is this Moon in reverse card about? Queen of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you're done with being angry. You're done with kind of the excess emotions, the up and down emotions that you may have been feeling recently. You're ready to give yourself to something new. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. You may be ready to give yourself to someone in particular who is new, or just someone else. Yep, the Devil. So you may just finally be seeing how you can close a karmic chapter in your life. After so much time where you've just been kind of figuring things out, hanging in your emotions, hanging in your thoughts, and overthinking the situation. Yep. I just said you could be writing a letter and burning it, or just communicating to someone, but it's for you to move on from an emotional point of view. Bottom of the deck is the Woman. So some of you may be writing to your Divine Feminine, or writing to a feminine to kind of set the record straight about what's going on. You may need to release a certain feminine energy, but I also feel like some of you, as you are leaving behind these obstacles and trials from the past, you are writing to your Divine Feminine to be like, things have shifted, things have changed. Maybe I took action that I shouldn't have, or maybe I didn't take action that I actually wish that I had. But definitely communication. So I'm going to get one more card for the Divine. And just splitting the deck, I got the Devil card again. So definitely ending some karmic cycles, which is a positive thing. And now I just split it again. I got the Hierophant. So, karmic commitments being released. What else do you need to know? The Sun. The only other thing we need to know from the Divine Masculine's point of view is that things are getting better, they're getting happier, they're getting to a place where they're feeling joy again. I feel like Divine Masculine is just having a lot of inner healing and is having just self-awareness to a degree that maybe they haven't before. And that's helping to contribute to a more positive version of themselves. And the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. It's making Divine Masculine, it's making you more stable, more self-assured. I know what's next. I know what's coming for me. I know where I'm supposed to be going. So that is a reading for the Divine Masculine. Let me know if this resonates with what you've been feeling or going through, or know what's going on with your Divine Masculine. Again, I'm open for personal readings, so if you're interested in one, the link to my website is in the description, and the link to my Instant Go account as well. So thanks again for watching. I'm happy to be back, and I will see you in my next video.